Hey folks, Quilly here, and welcome to another episode of Let's Play Factorio! At the end of the last episode, I said that we were going to start putting crude oil into barrels and get that going on. And I think I lied, because I think what I want to do actually is... the other thing I talked about at the start of the previous episode, I said, oh, we're gonna clear some camps, get some space over here. But the other thing I said is we need to get our steel plate production up to snuff over here. We've got a good source of iron construction going on, although even then you can see, like, you know, we're not hitting full saturation everywhere, and the steel is kind of weak, and it's pretty crowded over here. We're also putting out a lot of pollution. We still have a good amount of coal over here, but I'm wondering if we should go to electric smelting, because eventually this coal will run out. Well, we've got another big pocket over here. You know what? Let's not worry about that. We haven't hit peak coal yet. So I think what I'm going to do here is put out a giant deconstruction command here. Giant deconstruction. You can see I've also queued up a bunch of stuff that's going to be slow to produce. I'm starting to work my way up to the speed module 3 and efficiency module 3, which of course I could have, like, our assembly machines do, and maybe we won't want that, maybe at least for the base ones. But the reason I'm doing it is because for the Power Armor Mark II, we need actually a crazy amount of both of those. We'll figure out how we want to proceed with that later on. But for now, I may as well use my personal production to get that going. So, trains coming in here. So yeah, I think what I'm going to do is a massive deconstruction here. Yep, let's do it. Let's do it all. Oh, this is nuts. This is nuts. Yes, you're right, my inventory is full. Get rid of the stone, the coal. Let me get rid of all these barrels, actually. I didn't realize they don't stack at all. Oh. Wow, they really don't stack. Well, they do carry 25 units of crude each. Okay, I may have gone overboard with the barrel production. It'll come down a little bit to how much we can store in... oh, I'm not in the logistics area. Hold on. It'll come down a little bit to how much we can store in like, our trains and things like that. Do I have any storage chests kicking around? Yeah, I do. So let me go and fail to plop these down in an efficient manner because of range. No, I put down the wrong chest there. There we go. Storage chest. This will just, for when I'm dumping here, the logistics bots don't have to go quite as far away for things. Let me dump some more of these barrels. Now, our train station, I don't know if it'll be part of our logistics network, so I'll have to ask for the barrels back at some point, which is going to be a little bit awkward. But for now, I really just need a ton of inventory space here to continue with what's going on. Also, the iron ore and the coal I'm going to be getting as we deconstruct the various tracks. I probably had a Roboport over there, but it probably got deconstructed. Actually, I really don't, do I? Finish the pump jacks, get me a handful of Roboports, which apparently is going to exceed my gears. There we go. If you just shift-click on, like, the gears or the intermediary product in your queue, it'll dequeue everything that needed you to produce those gears and just do the ones that you could do normally. So I think it'll be very handy if this area is going to be covered by the logistics network while I build here. So we're going to do that. We can actually put in a deconstruction order. The bullets, a lot of things over here are going to get deconstructed. Let's go ahead and do all of this. It's fine. It's fine. May as well do that. And this. I'm going to leave the science in place, though. So you guys are all eventually going to go away. That's all good and fine. Technically, there's a bit of mining left over here. We may as well leave it in there. Although I think what I'm going to do is switch your order around like this, and you will instead join... I got to make sure not to make a T-junction there. Join that. There we go. I'm going to change that because that's going to get cleaned up. And this wall over here, we are going to also move. I gotta at some point start building gates. I will just go ahead and partially to burn some stuff from my inventory. Do that. And then I have to get to the other side because I don't have gates yet. Now, that's one thing I haven't tested yet is how do gates work? Do they auto-open for me? Do they auto-open for train? Here's a gate. Oh. Oh. Okay, what is it? This orientation that I want? Oh, look at that! Oh, that's quite cool, actually. I like that. Dang. That is very cool. Here, I'll make one here. Hokidoki. And yes, you are out of power here, although... let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to go ahead and just dump the small... oh, I can't... There we go. Dump the small electric poles off my person. Now, Roboports, you are here. I would like 2 of you. I don't know where they're going to be positioned. I'm just going to go ahead and drop you there. And say, here for now. Oops, a bit of overlap there, but that's okay. There we go. Okay, no one's dropping anything on me. I guess it's just waiting. There we go, dump some more of that. Okay. I think that's alright for now. Oh, you don't have power. Did I not accidentally? That's okay. We're going to need a lot more of the medium poles, I'm sure. Yeah, we don't have very many at all, so let me do a few of those. And so again, I realize that there's some overlap and redundancy here, but that's okay. Nearly done clearing this area out. These construction bots should be setting things up. Did I not... Oh, I guess there was some mining going on here. Still. There might not be enough to be worth keeping around, actually. So it's probably okay to just clear that out. Okay. So, both my logistics network and also my construction network are being hammered heavily, which is totally okay. It's also worth noting that that area there... Oh, because there is a... Oh, that's a steel furnace. Did I deconstruct another Roboport? No. I would like this to all be covered by the logistics network just because it'll make it a little easier for me when I walk around. Okay, so let's see here what we want to do. And where I want to produce things. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up 2 lines to smelt down the iron. Say, like going up and down here. Very high density. We're going to have dual capacity lines for the iron. Well, there's a couple of different ways we could do it, actually. Depending on whether I want to use long inserters or not. Now, we are going to go and mine out the rest of this coal here. So that's going to be fine. So let's use these electric drills. I can't remember. Did I already set up a blueprint for mining? No. Okay. That's all right. I will do a proper one here. So, there's 2 ways to go about it, depending on how I want to be able to walk through this. I think I'm going to be fine with going basically in a straight line this way. Yeah, let's do them in sets of 4. That's going to be okay. And then like that. And then I'll leave a gap in the back. You could also leave a gap this way for the power cable. Actually, I should set them up in trios because it so happens that these medium power cables are just about ideal for reaching exactly 3. And then we'll get you to run out like that. And I don't think there's anything else I need to do about it here. There's going to be the power conduit there. Not that one. This one. Let me go and do this because my construction bots are being overworked. And there. There you go. May as well. I don't need it here for the end, but that's going to be okay. All right, so in my blueprint book, I'm going to blueprint that. And say thank you. And then I'm going to go with that. And that over there. Now, it will not put mines down in areas that don't have any materials whatsoever, which is kind of handy. And then if I line it up this way, and like that, and like that, and oh, it looks like we do need a little bit more technically. Just for symmetry's sake, I'm going to say this and that. There we go. So that'll get all the coal out of this area. You know, once the bots go through it, and if they have the material, which 2 objects are missing repair packs. I have repair packs automatically being added to the network, though. Now, in terms of there not being enough mines, I am not automating the production of mines, and I don't think I will. Which means that the regular... is that going to be too many? Maybe, actually. Which means that the regular construction bot network won't be able to finish off these mining things, but that's okay. I mean, I could build them myself and then just add them to the logistics network by asking them to be dumped. That would be okay. All right, you are still waiting on that. We're going to need 12 in all, which we are producing enough of now, so that's going to be fine. You're complaining about lack of power, but that's okay. You're going to get that too. For all this, you know what might actually be a really good idea? Is if I went and said, tell you what, take these poles and dump them. Also, I would like to dump out all of my mines. Actually, I think a lot of them did not get deconstructed by my own units, so they're not in my inventory. And that's okay. Sorry, I didn't mean mines. I meant furnaces. Oh, no, there they are there. So yeah, I'm going to dump them, so they're not going to be on me, so the regular bots will be able to do that. And I guess, yeah, we are going to use regular steel furnaces for now, but that's going to have to change at some point. Okay, well, that's annoying me that that's not being completed, so let's do that. And then the mines should also, or the drills should also happen at some point. I'll build a few more just to say. Cancel you. And then ask for some more to get queued up after that. All right, so that's all going to be good. Check the logistics network. We're standing in it. We're going to get resupplied. And this is going to get constructed. Okay. I'm pleased as punch with that. We are almost out of coal here for our power, but that's okay. We're going to group this up right now. And, you know. Oi. I could merge these sooner so there's less stuff going on. That's probably a good idea. So I'm going to run this up here. And these guys are just going to get just simple merge this way. I mean, you could balance a little bit more with the... No, that's fine, actually. And likewise, here, we're just going to go ahead and merge you up like so. And again, I think, especially if one side gets used more than the other, it actually does end up being a little bit better to balance if you do like that, and like that. It'll just rebalance this a little bit more smoothly as far as I can tell. All right. And another split here. You're going there. And actually, does this even go somewhere useful? Yeah, it does, actually. So we still want some coal to be transported on this. That's how we're doing our copper plate smelting. Although, one of these is empty. Wait, why are you empty? Oh, because you're full. Because you're legitimately full all the way. Okay, no, that's totally okay. Are you? Oh, because you're having to spend a bunch of time emptying that. I bet you we don't have any more storage chests as well. I might want to go and plop down a few here. Because, yeah, you're going to fill me with a ridiculous number of bullets. Where's my car? Right over there. We can dump the bullets in the car. And at some point, this will be able to get deconstructed, which will be helpful for space. Okay, bullets go in there. I still have plenty on my person, so that's going to be all right. Okay. These guys are having poor power problems. Poor little guys. I think I'm going to ignore that steel, or that iron. There's really not much of it. All right, so now that that's in here, let me figure out our smelting. So, oh yeah, I got rid of all the frickin' iron smelters. It'd be nice if we could do a blueprint without them. Crap, yeah, I'm gonna have to ask for them back. Steel furnace. Please bring onto me steel furnaces. And these guys are trying to charge up. Yeah, I mean, it must just be the roboports use so much more power than I anticipate. That's what's going on here. They're just way more of a drain than I think when I do these bulk jobs. And then we just run out of power, and that's the way it is. So, I think what we're going to do is, for each little line, we're going to set up something. Let me go and, yeah, trim this back somewhere like this. And you're just going to come into the side, and at this point, we probably do still need this to be red and very quick. Say maybe that way. Did I get the furnaces? I did. Okay. So what I want to do is have some amount of furnaces like this that are going to grab from the outside and place on the inside. That doesn't work. I'd love to ask my robots to deconstruct this, but they are way too drained. Right, and the slows are going to be fine here. So this is going to be making our iron plates. Let's do that and then throw one more down there. There we go. So you're going to have that. I think the regular conveyor belt is going to be sufficient for this. And so on the other side, we will likewise have another set of these furnaces. Like so. Oh, God damn it, I did it again. You know what? F it. Go ahead and do that for me. Some of you have charge, so you're going to be okay. Not enough. Great, but you're in the range of the regular construction networks as well, so you should be okay. Anywho, the outside bits, so you're going to be draining that way, and then from here, we're pulling in. So you... And I'm going to try to avoid using red ones. Instead, each one of these is going to be fed by a conveyor belt that is appropriately half iron, half coal. And that's going to be okay. And I think I'll have them all come from the top in some fashion. This little line here is slightly inconvenient, but actually okay. I think I'm going to go and just remove this for now. And we'll figure out what we're going to do with you momentarily. So, I think from the top is the way we want to go. So you're going to come down this way. And yeah, the idea is we need to get coal on one side and iron on the other. So I think what we're going to do here is we're going to split the coal line somewhere around here. We actually may need to upgrade these to fast tracks, I'm not sure. And so it's going to be a double saturated coal line going this way. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take this, trim it back to, say, like that. Because that way I can go and take the red, run you this way. It's going to seem a little silly, but it's going to be okay. Oh, that's not a gap there. Really? Okay, that's all right. It'll still look silly, but in a slightly different way. You're going to run to here. Okay, this, and this is just going to be in my way. Because what we're going to have to do is split. I'll do it further back. It'll be slightly easier. Yeah, you don't have any room. I realize it. Our inventory is pretty legitimately full. So you're going to do that. And so you're continuing that way, which is fine. And then this run here is going to be feeding on that side, which is going to be okay. And over here, I'll use a red splitter just for consistency, although, again, we're going to have to normalize this. Do I not have... No, I don't. Let me go and dump my coal and iron in here and here as a way to clear it. That's going to be fine, because we actually don't want raw iron and raw coal in our logistics network. Build a few red splitters. And then I think I have to rebuild some yellows, because one uses the other. So I'm going to split you like this. You're going to be going this way and continuing, and we'll merge things, and that's going to be okay. And the other one actually can just be slow. I better pick up these 2 bits on the ground and join in like that. Okay. If I put you on this side, you will reach everything. Everything. And technically the pattern would be this over here. And then I'm just going to put you down there so you're technically connected. Okay. We're getting there. Do I actually want this to run upwards? I think I do, actually, because we're sort of kind of going to create a bus. It might be a little annoying. I haven't figured out yet. Let me just leave this for now. I'm going to build the other side of this, and I'm going to do this, first of all, by finding a blank blueprint. I'm going to grab all of this, invert it to the other side, and just line you up like so. And yeah, I'm not going to want that there. In fact, I don't think it'll be needed. Oh, then I have to go and invert all of the conveyor belts, because you're actually going to be going down from here, because we're going to build another set of splits. Right, which I guess we can do like that. You'll come in there. Then you go underground that way. And then we'll be able to copy this whole thing over, because I'm going to want to do this twice. You're going to go here. We're kind of going to have to set up a dummy like that. And then we're going to grab the red splitters. Where are you? Down here. Like that. Oh, no, that's the wrong side. Right. Right. There you go, like that. Clear that, because otherwise bad things will happen. We're going to eliminate this. There we have it. Okay. You don't have power here anymore. Let me do that. So that's okay. And then we're getting our iron plates down here, or we might invert the direction. I'm not sure. No, I think it's going to be okay, actually. So I'm going to trim this back to there. And then I'm going to grab this blueprint, except I want to clear that blueprint and instead copy... no, not that, actually. Cancel. There we go. Instead, I got to copy all the way to there. So something like this. Say OK. And this doesn't include the coal split. Alright, well, I'll fix it in a second. I'll leave a gap. Do that. And let me just cancel a little bit of the area here. Oh yeah, because it's not quite going to be the same, because everything in this sort of upper corner is a little bit wonky. Did I make this too close? Yes, I did, actually. Shit. Hang on. Where's my deconstruction? You. I did, because I need to leave a little bit of extra room for this. Boo. Hiss. Alright. So that's level with the other one. Leave a slightly bigger gap. Okay, let's do that instead. Whee! Alright, so now that that's happened, I can figure out the proper way to deal with this area over here, which is going to involve... Oh, I gotta get a connection here first. You doing this, you getting a split. Where's my yellow splitters? I can never see them for some reason. I don't know why. You're going to do that. Then you can go from there to there, which is fine. And you're going to be dumping coal on that side, which is good. And then, likewise, over here... you're going to need, well, basically this again. And I probably can stop with the red splits, but whatever. All right, let's get you there. Get you to run this way. Eliminate you. Do I have run it underground still? I do, right over here. So you're going to go from there to there. And then these yellows will do that. There we go. So, admittedly a bit awkward, and my apologies for that. I don't know if we actually need to continue the iron over here, I'm realizing. Maybe this didn't need to be a split. This might just be the end of the line for that. This is a fair amount of iron plate production. Although I say that, I actually don't even know if that's going to be sufficient. I might just want to do this a third time. If we've learned anything, it's that there's no such thing as too much overkill, especially when it comes to iron plate production. Especially if I'm going to be taking, like, maybe half of this and feeding it through a steel refinery. So, let's do that. First of all, I'm going to clear this blueprint and then re-grab it more properly. So now all the splits and everything like that are going to be correctly done. Well, correctly. They're going to be done the way they were done last time, for whatever value of correct that is. So then if I do that, we'll get an exact same copy of this one more time. And yeah, I don't think you need a crazy amount of coal throughput. If we turn out to have any deficiencies, we'll replace some of it upstream with faster routes. But I think that this will successfully produce all the coal that we need. We are missing 13 smelters. I have a request in there, but clearly we have drained all of them out of there. Actually, I was not in the logistics network. Let me stand over here for a sec before I go and create anything else. Almost all the logistics bots are currently in use. Actually, Roboports, I've gone and torn a few up. Let's go and... I can't fit it in there, but I definitely don't need to continue the raw iron anymore. So, I'm going to change you up. We're going to save some of the fast reds over here and replace you with just yellows. Oops, I didn't mean to create a yellow. I wanted to place yellow. Thank you. Go down here and go there. Now, I think this... Actually, I don't know what was supposed to be on here. Well, it's got coal down here. Oh, looks like it is supposed to be a coal run continued that way. Alright, well, that's okay, because I'm literally out of yellow stuff. Crazy. So we'll do that. Again, hopefully we've got enough throughput for everything, but it should be alright. And now that I've made that space, I want to put the Roboport... I think this actually will be fine. And then just give you some power. There we go. So now I'm in the logistics area. Just convenient for me. Also, it may have broken the connection to that logistics area as well. So I think this is going to help to ensure that things are connected properly once more. And I'm just going to wait for some of these things to get delivered. But I'm assuming there are no more steel furnaces in the... You know what? We're going to use steel furnaces for the steel plate production anyway. So I guess I can go ahead and make some more. So we have a shortage of 13. Well, I'll build 10, and then I need some stone bricks. I do have an order in for that, and I'm pretty sure... Yeah, we do have stone bricks in the logistics network. It gets produced right over here, actually. These are passive provider chests. I think they've got lots of them. So I think we're going to be okay. Just going to get a crap ton of deliveries. We are going to be full here, so I'm going to do the thing again where I dump my iron and coal, which I've picked up from just disassembling stuff, into these bad boys, which are going to want them at some point anyway. What I might want to do, because I'm sure I've dumped some of this stuff into the logistics network at some point, what I might want to do is actually put in... Oh, that's smart. Where would be the best place for that? Maybe right over here. I'm going to put in say, a requester chest. Yes. Do I have any? Requester chest is blue. Doesn't look like it. So I want 2 of these. I want 1 here and 1 here. And we actually aren't in the logistics network, but we can make sure we are. Right, because there's a big gap here. That looks like a pretty sweet spot for it, actually. And we are going to want power in this area in a second. I'm just going to grab our yellow inserters, and you're going to dump that, and you're going to dump that, and then we're just going to make sure this is... I can't reach everything in one go. Well, I suppose I could with a... that other thing, I don't remember. So you're just going to put in a request for coal. Where would that be? Here. There we go. Just the 1 stack. That's going to be fine. And so it'll just... I mean, it's not going to be ridiculous. But if we happen to have any sitting around the network, they're going to go over here, and they will eventually, perhaps, hit our production queue, which is going to be nice. Okay, so let's run back over here, because I think we still have a shortage of furnaces. Probably 3, yeah? 5? Okay, I thought we were short 13 and I made 10. Maybe I couldn't make 10. So we'll just build them here. They'll go out oot and a boot. All right. I suspect that this is going to be a huge, huge improvement over what we had before. Now I have to figure out which one of these was supposed to carry iron plates away and which one was supposed to carry steel plates away. Oh, this is going to be the iron right over here. This was clearly the iron output. So what we're going to do is we're going to set up a fast transport belt. Yeah, with a little bit of a gap here, that's going to be fine. You move away from these guys, like so. And you are going to drop your goodies off here. Oops. Like that. I mean, I don't need the fast all the way there, but it's okay. And like that. And like that. And then we will join you up with the fast bit there, there. I think that's fine. Again, we may want to put in a slightly different rebalancer in case the different sides of the steel belt or iron belt get a little bit unbalanced. There we go. I believe this was trying to grab plates to put into a passive provider chest for me. There you go. Let's just do that. All right, so that's going to start spreading through our network again. This, I mean, you know, I think our production rates are going to be okay. Actually, ooh, these want to be read all the way down because I didn't realize they're actually hitting a bit of a output jam over there. I mean, I don't have to have it read all the way up here. And now there's just a backlog. But with the amount of stuff going on here, and I've run out of red stuff. I have an order for those. I don't know if we're automatically producing reds anywhere. Oh, yeah, we are, because they're getting delivered. Poop. We're going to do that. And most likely, well, there's no most likely. What I know for a fact is this is going to be the bottleneck for all of this production over here. So there's many different ways of doing it. What I'm going to do, for example, here, because we're splitting a whole bunch, right? We're joining together into one, well, here, and then we're splitting a bunch. That's not really great. I think what we want to do is we actually want to have like a pair of these so we can handle more output. I don't know. Because ultimately we have 1, 2, 3, 4 iron outputs. So here's what we're going to do. Where's my red blueprint going away? Deconstruction. I want you to stay on my little thing. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. I'm going to remove a bunch of this. And actually remove this. I probably won't have the inventory space for it, but we'll figure that out after. Actually, I realized there's somewhere else in my network that is grabbing iron plates and copper plates and putting it in my inventory. I'm just going to dump a bunch of stuff right now. Get rid of the stone as well. Okay, get rid of this. Maybe these little wooden poles. And then we'll have to put some things back in after. We still don't have the ideal ratio for things over here, but that's okay. Can I not? I thought I must not have been clicking on it exactly right. So, what I want to do here is realize that we're going to have, in the end, 1, 2, 3, 4 iron routes over here. You are just going to go underground to there, which is going to be fine, and you're going to keep going copper-wise that way. And what I suspect I will do is actually move that splitter back to around there. Like that. We're going to replace that, and I'll connect you from here to there after I finish the the iron plate routes. So you're going to go up this way, and like that. You're going to go up this way, and like that. And I realize there's a mismatch in colors there, but that's okay. And you're going to go this way, make that corner here, and do that. I mean, we only need half the stuff, but that's all right. So if I go, I can split from 1 to 4, and there's still going to be a win because we're going to be evenly splitting it. But we have so much over here that I actually could use 2 routes here. And I think that I could do a perfectly balanced pair of routes by doing something like what? I mean, here I can do this. That will balance those 2 just fine. Actually, why don't I multiply it into 4 over here? Will that work at this point? No, 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 no. And be balanced? I think I'll leave it on 2, but we can do a little something here. If I take you, split you, have one of you come over here. Yes, that's how we're going to do it. Like that, and then we're going to have a underground red that goes from here to there. There we go. So this should be using everything relatively well. And then from here, what we're going to do is doot. And like that. And like that. I don't know if that's like literally balancing everything perfectly, but I think it'll get us most of the way. Look, clearly it's a little bit weird because you can see the rates don't quite match up. There's something a little funny going on, but I think ultimately it will drain everything out of here and overall with more total throughput. Do I have... so we want a 2 to 4 balancer, which this is supposed to work for that. So yeah, I think ultimately it's there. And now it's backlogging everything, which is great. You are complaining about having power because we did go and tear that up. Indeed we did. There we go. Now you are connected. Hopefully I haven't broken too many other things. You're still waiting just to drain the green circuits, which is all right. You are waiting on draining the yellows. So I mean, if I clear this, for example, yeah, you're producing. It's just because we don't have a demand for any of this. We've got tons of greens. We're not making blues right now. That's why the stance is stalled. And that's because we don't have any steel production. Okay, but we have dramatically improved this, which is great. And then the question becomes, where do we set up our steel production? We currently have all of our iron plate is flowing this way, which makes me think that our steel production should maybe make use of that. I mean, I don't want to put another sub-split exactly, although steel production is relatively slow. This is the line that's feeding our bus, which might have a fair amount of demand, so I don't know if I want to go and overload on that. But, like, both of the 2 southern ones here are actually pretty lightweight routes. Here's what I think is going to happen, actually. This one here, I'm going to put a split on you. Because you're only using half. Oops. I done goofed. I'm still goofing. Because I can only have the steel plates be on the near side here. Which means I need you... Okay, I can put the splitter back. Like that. I need you to come in like that. Only on the near side, because otherwise we can't put the gears down. And I am full of crap. Get rid of the stone. There we go. Good. And so yeah, instead of feeding this here, we're not doing that. Because what we're going to do is basically the other half of the throughput from here is going there. I just want to make sure that there's as close to a max capacity line that's going to be feeding our steel production. which I could run this up to, say, here or something like that, then go back down. We do want coal, but we've got lots of coal here. What I'm actually thinking is there's probably enough room here for a giant steel production line. Which is basically going to be the same as this, right? Our existing blueprint. It might be a little tight, but I think it'll be okay. And do that. Canceling some of this stuff, because it doesn't actually apply. Let's see here. I need to get a yellow back on my toolbar so that I can do, say, that and that. So we need to get coal going there, but that we can do pretty easily if I go and just put a little split in here. We don't need a ton of coal. It's going to be fine. There's my splitter. Like that. To there. So that's going to bring coal into the system. And then I just need our iron plates to hit the top route over here, and I don't know what kind of throughput we actually need for the iron plates, if we need these to be reds or not. But the idea is this one here is got a fair amount of stuff on it. It's going to be a little bit materially inefficient to get there, but that's okay. Oops. Want that. To there, to there. To there, and another underground, and we're going to need some more underground reds in a moment. Something like that. To here, to there, to that. Oh, and I need... There's no way this needs to be a fast splitter, but whatever. So you're going to go that way, and you're going to do that. Wait. I guess that's fine. I can just do a splitter here. There we go. Coal on one side, iron on the other. Excellent. So we need, I mean, this will have to be connected to power, certainly, but we also need 20 steel furnaces, which means I need more stone blocks, which will be delivered onto me momentarily. Okay. So I guess I can just do that. That gets the entire network wired up. Lovely. I think we might need blues on the outside to feed these in properly. I don't remember. Okay, and then finally, this line here is supposed to be receiving steel plates. That's that right over there. So we're going to be taking the output from this, making a right turn this way, going underground, doop, 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 and then making a stupid bend over here. So I think that's sort of kind of the best that I'm going to do without tearing up even more. We will probably want to go and develop another area, maybe fed by a train for even more of this production, but this should be pretty good now. So these all get placed. Still a fair amount of pollution being made from this, which has some issues, but we're going to be all right. And yeah, if we keep an eye on, say, this furnace here. Okay, no, I guess you don't need fast inserters. It actually takes so long to smelt one steel plate that, no, the yellows are perfectly fine. Once the production starts, it goes okay. All right. Well, this video is going on quite long here, so we're going to go ahead and put a cut in it. Thank you very much for watching. Hopefully, this is going to improve things. We're still not actually getting a fully saturated steel plate line. Like, not even close. It really is quite slow. But I could take this design, maybe put it sideways over here or something like that, and just fill in these gaps. It's not a bad idea. Maybe I'll probably end up doing that between episodes. I might go and override some of the water here. I need some actual raw stone. Let's Let's go ahead and put in a request for that. I know there's lots of it in the network, so someone can deliver onto me some stone. I thought for a second all these got unset, but that's because I didn't have my tab or my alt anymore. Yeah, I'm going to get some stone so that I can probably fill in some of this water and just copy this exactly over here. And you can see, like, it doesn't even take much off of this, especially if these were, say, red. We'd easily be able to feed another route without any true difficulties. There's actually a couple of different ways I could arrange this. I'm wondering if I should just move this solar panel. Because if I do that, I can literally just copy this pattern over and over here. I think that's what I'm going to do. But I'll do it between episodes. Thanks for watching. See you next time.